Welcome to our new video. Today, we're diving into a very important topic for corporate governance, the role of board committees. If you've ever wondered how companies ensure smooth decision-making and keep things efficient inside the boardroom, then this video is for you. Let's get started. Inside the boardroom, the role of committees for effective governance. A committee of the board is a small working group identified by the board, consisting primarily of board members for the purpose of supporting the board's work. Committees are generally formed to perform some specified work. Members of the committee are expected to have expertise in the specified field. Regulation 2(1)(g) of the CBI LODR Regulations 2015 states that committee shall mean Committee of Board of Directors or any other committee so constituted. Regulation 4(2)(f)(11) states that when committees of the Board of Directors are established, their mandate, composition, and working procedures shall be well defined and disclosed by the Board of Directors. Committees thus have an important role to strengthen the governance arrangements of the company and support the board in the achievement of the strategic objectives of the company. To strengthen the role of the board in strategic decision-making and supports the role of non-executive directors in challenging executive management actions. To maximize the value of the input from non-executive directors given their limited time commitment. To support the board in fulfilling its role given the nature and magnitude of the agenda. For more detailed information, visit the official website of vmkprofessionals.vmpros.com and always review the latest amendments before execution, as laws keep changing frequently. Rationale behind board committees. To improve board effectiveness and efficiency, minor details need to be evaluated and analyzed to arrive at a logical conclusion. Insulate board from potential undue influence of controlling shareholders and managers. Committees prepare groundwork for decision-making and submit their recommendations to the board for decision-making. Enables better management of board's time and allows in-depth scrutiny of proposals. Establishing committees is one way of managing the work of the board and strengthening the board's governance role. Committee management. Committees function in accordance with the terms of reference established by the board. Committees may be standing committees or ad hoc committees that cease when the activities are completed. Standing committees should be included in the articles or bylaws. Committees recommend policy for approval by the entire board. Committees make full use of board members' expertise, time, and commitment, and ensure diversity of opinions on the board. They do not supplant responsibility of each board member. They operate at the board level and not the staff level. Minutes should be recorded for all committee meetings, and final minutes are required to be placed before the board. Selection of committee members. Specific committee members may be appointed by either the board or the committee chairman. Area of knowledge and expertise domain and time commitment of the board member should be considered as the criteria for the selection on any specific committee. The committee members should be selected with following questions in mind. What tasks are the committee responsible for, and who among the members possess the skills and experience needed to complete those tasks? Every effort should be made to match the needs and requirements of the committee and the skills, knowledge, and interests of prospective committee members. It is very important that members have a clear view of the committee's goals, and the chairman should have flair to utilize the committee members' knowledge exponentially well to achieve those goals. Mandatory committees, as per Companies Act 2013, as per CB LODR Regulations 2015, Audit Committee Section 177, Audit Committee Regulation 18, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Section 178, 1-4, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, Regulation 19, Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Section 178.5, Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Regulation 20, Corporate Social Responsibility Committee, Section 135, Risk Management Committee, Regulation 21. For more detailed information, visit the official website of VMK Professionals, www.vmkpros.com, and always review the latest amendments before execution, as laws keep changing frequently. Audit Committee, Section 177. As per the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 Constitution of Audit Committee, Section 177, 1. The board of directors of following class of companies shall constitute an audit committee. Every listed public company and every unlisted public company whose paid-up share capital is 10 crore rupees or more, or turnover of 100 crore rupees or more, or aggregate outstanding loans, debentures, and deposits exceeding 50 crore rupees. Minimum number of director in audit committee. Section 177. 2. The audit committee shall consist of a minimum of 3 directors, with independent directors forming a majority, provided that majority of members of audit committee, including its chairperson, shall be persons with ability to read and understand the financial statement. Functions of audit committee. Section 177. 4. Every audit committee shall act in accordance with the terms of reference specified in writing by the board, which shall, inter alia, include recommendation for appointment, remuneration, and terms of appointment of auditors of the company, examination of the financial statement and the auditor's report, review and monitor the auditor's independence and performance and effectiveness of audit process, scrutiny of intercorporate loans and investments, valuation of undertakings or assets of the company wherever it is necessary, evaluation of internal financial controls and risk management systems, monitoring the end use of funds raised through public offers and related matters, approval or any subsequent modification of transactions of the company with related parties, provided that the audit committee may make omnibus approval for related party transactions proposed to be entered into by the company, subject to such conditions as may be prescribed. Provided further that in case of transaction other than transactions referred to in Section 188, and where audit committee does not approve the transaction, it shall make its recommendations to the board. Provided also that in case any transaction involving any amount not exceeding 100 crore rupees is entered into by a director or officer of the company without obtaining the approval of the audit committee, and it is not ratified by the audit committee within 3 months from the date of the transaction, such transaction shall be voidable at the option of the audit committee, and if the transaction is with the related party to any director or is authorized by any other director, the director concerned shall indemnify the company against any loss incurred by it. Provided also that the provisions of this clause shall not apply to a transaction other than a transaction referred to in Section 188 between a holding company and its wholly owned subsidiary company. Disclosure of composition of audit committee in board's report. Section 177(8). The board's report under subsection 3 of Section 134 shall disclose the composition of an audit committee, and where the board had not accepted any recommendation of the audit committee, the same shall be disclosed in such report along with the reasons therefor. And that's it for today's video on board committees and their role in effective corporate governance. We hope you learned something new and valuable today. If you did, make sure to share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear your experience or take on it. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such informative content. See you in the next video.